Alrighty, hello everyone. So my name is Sammy or Miss Sammy, and I am here with the Prairie Public Library. So I hope you all are doing wonderful. Can you guess who I am dressed up as? I'll give you a little hint here. Here is the pin. It's got a specific logo on it. Not logo. It's got a very specific thing from a certain book on it. And can anyone guess why I'm dressed up as this specific character? I may be wearing green, but that is not my house. Well, if you can guess who I am, please type it in the comments. So today I am all dressed up because of a very certain thing that we are trying to do on the children's page, the youth services page. We are doing character costume parade, and it is going to be super fun, but we need your help. We need you to dress up as someone from a book. We need you to be a book character, and there are book characters of all sorts of things. So I think you can find something in your home to dress up as because it'll be super cool. So hello everyone, if you're just joining us for Family Adventure Day. My name's Sammy or Miss Sammy, and I am here dressed up as someone. Can you guess who I'm dressed up as? I am dressed up as McGonagall, Professor McGonagall from Harry Potter. So that's who I am dressed up as. I've even got McGonagall's wand and everything, which is pretty cool. So Professor McGonagall is one of my favorite characters, and so I figured I would dress up as Professor McGonagall. That way I can start off our character costume parade strong with an awesome character. Just some technical difficulties here. I'm making sure that we are all good. And I hope you all will join me today. Let me know if you're here by typing in the comments, and I can say hi to you if you see me. Awesome. That's great. Alrighty, so I am dressed up as Professor McGonagall, and I want to show you all the cool things that you can do to join our character costume parade. I think I'm going to take this off for now. Might get a little bit too warm. So it's very simple. You can do so many different things for the character costume parade. Harry Potter is a very simple character to dress up as. If you've got some glasses and a wand of sorts, it can even be a stick from outside. Maybe draw a little scar on your head, and there you go, you're Harry Potter. So that one's pretty easy. Ooh, here's another easy one. If you love books, I'm guessing you might have a bunch of books laying around. So you could be Meggie from Inkheart, because the book is pretty much just about characters coming to life, and so Meggie is always surrounded by books. So if you can just like pretend to be reading a book and be surrounded by books, then you can be Meggie, and you can be a character from Inkheart. Ooh, another really simple one is if you go outside and pretend like you're hiking, you can be Cheryl from Wild. That's a pretty easy and fun costume too. So we just want you to submit your character costumes for our character costume parade to the email that Mr. Michael is going to put in the comments. There's so many simple and awesome things. Oh, Oh, hi, Dana and Jenna. Welcome. I'm so glad to have you here. I hope you guys can come up with an awesome costume. You can use a Halloween costume if you want. Use whatever you want to come up with a great costume. And I would love to see these costumes. And then we're going to submit them. You can either message them, submit them to the email. That way we have them all in one spot. And Mr. Michael, I think, put that or is going to put that in the comments. And there's a whole bunch of other easy ones that you can do that I thought of really quickly. If you have a green shirt and some shorts, maybe even a dog or a stuffed dog, you could be Opal from Because of Winn-Dixie. I thought that was a pretty... Hi, Eloise. Thanks for joining. You can be Eloise. And, here's another really easy one. If you have a pen, you could be Frindle. You can recreate this cover so easily. That would be a super fun picture to submit to the character costume parade. And super simple, just that's all we want. And we're going to post it for National Library Week. And we're going to hopefully have a whole bunch of pictures of all of our patrons that we miss so much. We're going to have pictures of you dressed up as your favorite book character or just any character from any book. So that's what I'm hoping for, okay? Another really easy one is if you have an orange shirt, you could write Camp Half-Blood across of it, and then you can be a character from The Lightning Thief. So that's a super easy character that you can be. I noticed that even though I love the color orange, I don't actually have a lot of orange shirts. So just do your best. It can be a red shirt too. We'll know what you're talking about. Another book that I pulled, The Maze Runner. I feel like we're all kind of like the Maze Runner right now. We're all kind of stuck in a maze of just being able to go outside every once in a while and stuck in our own maze right now. So maybe this isn't the best book. Let's not do that one. Ooh, another easy one is if you have a jersey, you can pretend to be a sports character. That's pretty cool. Again, I'm giving you just a whole bunch of ideas for our character costume parade. I've got my McGonagall costume here that I had on at the beginning of the video, and I just want to see your best character costumes. So, and guess what? If you don't have a costume laying around, I thought of a couple really easy ideas for you to make a costume. So if you have a paper bag from a grocery store laying around your house, which some of you might not, I thought it would be really easy to then cut it up. So as you can see here, I just cut down the middle of one side, and then I cut the bottom off, and then I cut some holes in the sides, and then I can wear it. So you can turn that vest into Katie Woo, and that would be really cool. And she wears a vest in her stories. Or you can become a robot from The Wild Robot. And you could even go outside and maybe try and get a picture with some geese. I have a goose that hisses at me when I walk past a specific pond. He's not a very nice goose. The geese in Wild Robot are much nicer. But you do what you want and be safe taking the pictures. So those are just some of the ideas I had. Here's a really cute and simple costume as well. But you'd have to be very bold to do this costume if you wanted. This is Nino's wrestling costume. That looks like a pretty cool costume. Captain Underpants does the same thing. So, and then something else that you could do is Elias and Cassie, thank you for watching. Hello. Something else that you could do is create your own imaginary friend. And Beagle will love to have you. He's one of my favorite imaginary friends. You could even recreate Beagle if you want to. Just dress up in a white sheet and put a crown on, and there you go. You can be Beagle. That would be a pretty awesome costume. For anyone just joining in, I am Sammy, or Miss Sammy, and I am from the Prairie Public Library. I'm here to bring you some ideas that you could do from home. Right now, I'm just talking about our character costume parade and giving you some ideas for some awesome character costumes that you can use, just anything you have laying around at home, to make an awesome costume and send it to the email that Mr. Michael has put in the comments. So for today, I was also thinking, you know what? The weather was really nice out, but now it looks like it's going to go back to being Wisconsin spring, which is not always the best weather. I think it even tried to snow today. What was it? It was 70 earlier this week, and now it's tried to snow. Oh boy. So something else that you could do at home is build things. I'm thinking maybe a lot of you have some Legos. I was in a meeting yesterday, and I always like to play with my hands and be doing something while I have to sit and listen. So during the meeting, I made a Lego house. I got some Legos from the library, and I made a Lego house. So I'm going to challenge you. I got some windows there that you can see all the way through. And then my front door, and I made a little flower pot there, and I made my own tree. Lots of cool things. So I think you should build something really cool. What's that? You say you don't have Legos? That's all right. I think you do have possibly a bunch of cardboard laying around. Do you have a whole bunch of cardboard laying around the house? I think you might. I'm just guessing. Maybe you don't have any cardboard. That's okay. I bet you have some paper and some other random things laying around the house, but I'm going to assume that most people have some cardboard. So I had a whole bunch of cardboard laying around, and I decided that I was going to turn it into something really cool. So if you don't have Legos, I think you should try building something out of things that you already have. If you have like a Kleenex box or even toilet paper rolls, let them sit for a few days, or spray some Lysol on them, and they should be clean, good to go. You got some glue or tape and some scissors, I think you can make something really cool. So something that I made, I just decided to start building something. So we have a lot of cereal boxes. Do not judge us for the type of cereal boxes that we have. My husband picks them out, and they're his cereal. So we have some Fruity Pebbles and Tricks and Cocoa Pebbles. So we have a whole bunch of cereal boxes. And I'm like, oh, this would make a really stable something. So I put those together. And then I was like, well, I've got a bigger box, so maybe I could put something on top of it. And then I started to do this. Now, I have no idea what I'm building, but it was really fun to just kind of start putting things together. So this is what I've got so far. What do you think it is? Can you drop an idea in the comments as to what you think it is? I think it's pretty cool. I still have no idea what exactly it is. I'm thinking maybe it could be a weird house. It's kind of got a little alcove in here, and maybe this is a chimney up here. Haven't attached this yet because I'm not sure what it might be. And then got these walls, or maybe legs. Not sure what that is. You don't have to build this. You can build whatever you want. But I'm starting to think that maybe it might be a giraffe. So I think I'm going to turn this into a giraffe. In order to do that, I think I gotta maybe make more of a neck here, and then maybe add a head onto it. And then, of course, we have to draw some spots. That's what you were thinking, is that it was going to be a giraffe. Yep. That's totally what I was thinking, too. So, Yeah, I think I'm going to turn it into a giraffe. And when it's all done, I'll post a picture of it. Oh, he's sitting there. I'll post a picture of it to our Facebook page. That way you can see it. And then you can comment with your creations, okay? So I want you to build something. You can either build with Legos. This is an alligator that I found in our Lego bin. Or a house. Or an imaginary friend. Just draw on a piece of paper, draw an imaginary friend. But I think you should try and be creative today. I think that's your challenge for today. That's family adventures. Be creative. Use the things you have around you and build something really cool. Alrighty. So that's my challenge for you, all right? I don't have any exact instructions on how to build these things. I just started taping things together and then it turned into something. And I was like, oh, this is starting to look like a giraffe. I'm going to turn it into a giraffe. So that's what it's going to be. So your challenge is to either choose to do a costume and submit it to our costume parade, or you can choose to build something and be really creative and use those math and engineering and creativity skills. Yes, we're sneaking those in there. Or you can do both. Family Adventure Day is always about choosing what you want to do. I always have things set out for you, and you can choose to do it or not. You can do everything or you can do nothing. But I would love to see what you make or the costumes that you make. That would be really great because we miss you and so we want to see your faces, okay? The last thing, I'm just gonna have a quick short family adventure day with a whole bunch of ideas here. So the last few things that I want to talk about today are children's book March Madness. It's a really great, exciting, fun thing. I'm really passionate about it because I created it. And I choose the books every year. But this year, Children's Book March Madness is now down to the final week. And it's Dragons Love Tacos by Adam Rubin versus Knuffle Bunny by Mo Willems. So please go vote if you haven't already. If you have voted, share it with a friend. Tell them to vote. If you can vote, if you're in Sun Prairie, if you're in northern Wisconsin, if you're in Arizona, just go ahead and vote, okay? It's really close right now. Like, it's almost 50-50. So we need as many people to vote for their favorites as possible. We also have some really great programs for teens. Miss Melissa is doing a Dungeons and Dragons program with teens, and she's doing a book club for teens. So teens are grades 6th through 12th. So please visit her Instagram account, which is SPPL_teens. And find her on Instagram and find all those cool things, or the teen Facebook page. Lots of great things for teens. And Miss Lynn is doing story time, 10 a.m. on Mondays and 10:30 on Tuesdays. So those are some things for you to do. That's our family adventure day today. Make a costume, build with Legos, or create a weird imaginary friend giraffe. Just use your imagination and create something super fun, okay? That's my challenge. That's my adventure for you today, okay? Alrighty, miss you all. Have a great day, guys. And hope to see you back on our page soon. Bye.